Hi there. Take two, actually. I was shooting this video and I went to try to pause it and I accidentally stopped it. And the software I used, you can't restart it once you do that. Anyway, so this is my haul for part one of from Free RPG Day, which happened just this past Saturday, which was the 21st of June of 2025. So free RPG Day 2025, and it's an annual event like Free Comic Book Day, but it doesn't have all the pomp and ceremony, and it's not as big. So, but let's go through this, do this again, and hopefully I don't mess it up this time. Okay, so I'm going to start with this was the main book that I absolutely had to have for Free RPG Day for this year, and this is Battle of Nova Rush by Jessica Catalan, and this is for the Starfinder Second Edition, and it's basically the launch of into Second Edition, because what is happening in July is they're re-releasing Starfinder in a new series of books. There's going to be a Starfinder Players Core, a GM's Core, Creature Core, or Monster Core, however they call it, just like there is for Pathfinder Second Edition now. Because they created Pathfinder Second Edition, then the whole OGL fiasco happened. And then the Paizo, a company that publishes both, redid Second Edition completely without any OGL stuff, because just get it, might as well just do it. And so now they're doing Starfinder as well to be its own standalone thing. So I had to have that. I have to have it. And the Starfinder setting is an excellent setting. It's like the far future of the Pathfinder Galarian setting. So yes, very cool. All right, now moving on along. This is an adventure module called Well of Shadows. Adventure map included on the inside cover. It's got a little sort of protective little thingy for it, so I'm not going to worry about it. This is fifth edition. This is fifth edition sort of compatible. It is its own setting for what, and it's by Kobold Press. What they call Tales of the Valiant. That's their role-playing system for this. So it's like fifth edition, but it's divested of the any OGL stuff as well. So many of the companies are doing this where they're going their own way, creating their own thing. So, Well of Shadows. And a quick start guide included. So, yes. That's the second book I picked up. Third book, I don't know as much about this. The company's called Ghostfire Gaming. I might have heard of them. It's for a setting called The Ethereal Expanse, and it's a module called Whispers of Chaos. Level 3, 5 to 6 players, and it's definitely a 5th edition compatible, designed to be 5th edition compatible book. So, and it has a little QR code on the back. I will hold that there, but if you want to, I'm not into QR codes, so if you guys want, it'll tell you all about Ghostfire Gaming. So, yes, that's the third book I picked up. Now, we went to 5 different places. This first place was called Mission Fun and Games in St. Albert, Alberta. It's a city that's very close to Edmonton. Some consider it to be part of Edmonton, but it's not really. It's its own city, but it's close enough that getting there is not too hard. And their rule is you can take 3, but it's not a hard and fast rule. So yes, you can take a few more if you want, but they say if you get to about 8, then we're gonna oh no, you're going too far. So I only took 4. I took those 3. Those were the free RPG Day books for this year, and they also had this. This is an old free book that came with an old role-playing setting from the late 1990s, known as Alternity. It recently was actually remade by a different company because Wizard of the Coast let the trademark lapse, so somebody picked it up and created a new version, but they couldn't create the settings for it. So this is a Star Drive adventure called Black Starfall, and like I said, it came free with the player's handbook for the original Alternity game. So I saw that for free and was like, yes, please. I mean, it's a rough shit. It's not in perfect shape, but it was still in its original shrink wrap, and I wanted it. I had to take it. So those were the 4 books that I picked up free from Mission Fun and Games. But they had a sale going on. Some things were 25% off. Some things were 50% off. Some things were 75% off. Now, I thought I saw the stuff that was 75% off. Okay, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that. But I missed something because what it was is I was out with my friend Scott, and he said, "Oh, well, look on the window. There's those things are on sale too." And I looked up and I was like, "Oh, look at that!" And they had the Spelljammer box set 75% off, which I really wanted to consider. But they also had this book 75% off, and this is Dragonlance: Shadow of the Dragon Queen for 5th edition. And it's a special cover for it too. And I was like, hello. And I love Dragonlance, so I had to take that. I absolutely had to take that. So, yes. Now, that was the first place we went. The second place we went was called Authentic Dungeons, and that is actually in the West End of Edmonton. They do role-playing games, trading card games, war games, live-action role-play, a whole bunch of stuff. We got there just shortly after they had opened, and they were still putting out their books. Their rule was you can take 2, but if you did a purchase, I don't remember what the value was for the purchase, then you can get something out of it. They had a little box of other freebies. Scott and I both decided we're just going to take the 2 free books. So, first book that I picked up is the Quick Start Guide for Fallout, the role-playing game. And I know that's going to make some people very, very happy. And the company's name is... I can now. I'm not even going to try to say it. The first version of this, and there's also that as well. And it's for a system called 2D20. There's some people I know out there who are fans of this. I've talked to them online. They come up with people they love Fallout, and computer people in general. But so hey, this exists out there. If you were a fan of Fallout and you also a fan of role playing games, go look for the Fallout role playing game. And if you have a local game store and they still have some of these left, maybe see if you can go in and get one. Although the stuff's supposed to be available on Free RPG Day, but they don't necessarily get rid of everything, so they might still have something left. So you could always, it doesn't hurt to go in and ask. All right, now next up, second book I picked up from there, same company, also the new, basically a second edition for this role-playing game, and it's Star Trek Adventures. Yes, and it's the Quick Start Guide. Space, the Final Frontier, to boldly go where no one has gone before, and also for the 2D20 system. I don't really know that system very well, but I saw Fallout and I saw Star Trek Adventures, and I had to take those. Okay, now, that was the second place, Authentic Dungeons. The third place we went was called Red Claw Gaming, and it's up near Clairview. If you know Edmonton, you know where that is. We got there, went inside. I didn't see where the books were. I asked the girl behind the counter, and she was like, "Oh, they're right." Or no, actually, I think what it is. I went and saw a friend of mine first. I'll show you his card in a second. He says, "Oh, it's up front." So I went, and it was almost all gone. They gotten chewed up. There was almost nothing left, mainly because they had no limit. You could take whatever you wanted, and so everybody took everything, and so there was nothing. So these were 2 of the 3 things that were left. There were multiple copies of this one over here, but this was the last one of this one, and I had considered it at the previous place, so I thought, well, let's just take it. It's Arzeum Quick Start Guide 2 from Red Raven. I have no idea what setting it's for, other than it's probably this world. And it's the official intro to it's its own role-playing game. I have no idea. From the creator of Above and Below, Near and Far, and City of Iron, Arzeum role-playing game opens up the world of Arzeum. I cannot think I'm saying that right. A vast land filled with mysteries, magic, and forgotten technology. Great characters and stories from numerous folk, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, and it has a whole bunch of, there's a whole bunch of different species, and, ooh, did not notice the cool map in the front. That's cool. So that's a cool book. I like that very much. And the other thing that I took is Marvel Multiverse role-playing game, The Avengers Expansion Preview, featuring a Thunderbolts adventure. Oh. I haven't picked up any of the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game books yet. I haven't really had a whole lot of time or energy for role-playing. Sorry to my friends out there who are part of my groups for World of Coolan. I just haven't I haven't had the energy. Anyway, let's not talk about that. I don't want to be a downer. Like I said, I ran into someone I know. His name is Jeff Martin, and he does his own books, his own role playing books, his own comic books. He got work doing doing a comic book for GWAR, GWAR. If you know what GWAR is, look up Jeff Martin. And here is his card. Sorry about my shaky hands. Come on, hold still, hold still. He's a cartoonist, and I hope you can see that. Follow him on all his socials. He's a very cool guy. I introduced my friend Scott to him, and I promised him I'd give him a little shout out on my channel. But I was probably going to do that anyway. And we have another friend, Daniel. He actually works there. I got his card, so Daniel, I have your card. I don't know if you want me to. It's just your card, but this is where Red Claw Gaming is. So, and that's my friend Daniel. And I forgot he was on maternity leave. Completely went out of my head. So, but the girl behind the counter, she was new. It was her first free RPG day. She was a little overwhelmed. But she said, if you're in, because we looked at, they had 3D printed miniatures that were very cool. And she says, oh, if you're interested, she showed me this card, and it's staring down the elephant, always moving forward, and it's like 3D printed. It's her dad, I believe, she said. And there he is, Andrew Richardson, advisor. I hope you can see that. And he does very cool 3D printed miniatures. So, and I go to the girl behind the counter. I forgot your name. I'm sorry, but I showed your dad's card. I hope it was your dad, not your uncle or brother or something like that. But anyway, so this is part 1, and got a huge stack for part 2 as well. But I wanted to split this up because I have a couple shout outs that I want to do for the next one. And yeah, so anyway, thank you very much for watching this. Expect part 2 to come out on Saturday. This one, I'm shooting this on Monday. It comes out Thursday. The second part comes out Saturday. Yes, my mind is all over the place today. All right, thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Do all those YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of those books. Do you know what Free RPG Day is, or is this brand new to you? Are you interested? Are you going to go next year? Tell me in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Bye for now.